NASA's Artemis II mission is now targeting September 2025 for its launch from Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39B in Florida, marking a pivotal moment in human space exploration. This mission will send 4 astronauts on a journey around the Moon, serving as the first crewed test flight of the Orion spacecraft and the Powerful Space Launch System (SLS) rocket. The crew comprises NASA astronauts Reed Wiseman, who will serve as commander, Victor Glover, the mission's pilot, and mission specialists Christina Koch and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. This flight represents a critical, deliberate step in the Artemis program's overarching objective to return humans to the lunar surface for sustained exploration and to establish a long-term presence, ultimately setting the stage for future deep space missions to Mars. The 10-day mission will not involve a lunar landing but will perform a precise lunar flyby, validating the spacecraft's complex systems, life support capabilities, and crew operations in the challenging deep space environment. This mission is crucial for gathering unprecedented data on human performance, physiological responses, and equipment functionality beyond low Earth orbit, directly informing the subsequent Artemis III mission, which aims to land astronauts on the Moon's south pole. The September 2025 target date reflects NASA's commitment to thorough assessments, rigorous testing, and meticulous preparations to ensure the utmost crew safety and mission success for this historic endeavor. The journey will take the crew farther than any human has traveled from Earth, pushing the boundaries of human endurance and technological capability. The mission profile includes a free return trajectory around the Moon, designed to use lunar gravity to slingshot Orion back towards Earth, minimizing fuel consumption for the return journey. This unpowered return trajectory is a safety measure, ensuring the crew can return even if the main engine fails after the lunar flyby. The Artemis II mission will utilize NASA's Powerful Space Launch System, or SLS rocket, which successfully completed its inaugural uncrewed flight during Artemis I in November 2022. The SLS, standing at 322 feet tall, is the most powerful rocket ever built by NASA, capable of generating 8.8 million pounds of thrust at launch. The Orion spacecraft, designed to carry the crew, will be propelled into a high Earth orbit after separation from the SLS upper stage, known as the Interim Cryogenic Propulsion Stage (ICPS). Following a series of orbital maneuvers, Orion will perform a critical translunar injection burn, firing its main engine to set its precise course for the Moon. The mission profile involves a lunar flyby, where Orion will loop around the far side of the Moon, reaching a maximum distance of approximately 230,000 miles from Earth. This trajectory will take the crew farther than any human has traveled before, surpassing the Apollo 13 record of 248,655 miles from Earth. During the approximately 10-day mission, the astronauts will conduct various critical tests of Orion's life support systems, communications arrays, and navigation capabilities, including a manual fly-around of the ICPS to inspect its condition. They will also perform manual maneuvers to assess the spacecraft's handling characteristics and validate emergency procedures. The crew's health, radiation exposure, and overall performance will be continuously monitored, providing vital data for future long-duration spaceflights and the design of subsequent deep space habitats. The mission duration is specifically designed to thoroughly test the spacecraft and crew in a deep space environment without the complexities of a lunar landing, focusing on the transit and return phases. The Artemis program is NASA's ambitious, multi-decade initiative to return humans to the Moon, building on the legacy of the Apollo missions from over 50 years ago. Artemis I, launched on November 16, 2022, was an uncrewed test flight that successfully demonstrated the SLS rocket and Orion spacecraft's capabilities, including a lunar orbit and a high-speed re-entry into Earth's atmosphere at nearly 25,000 miles per hour. That mission provided critical data on the spacecraft's thermal protection system, avionics, and overall performance in deep space. Artemis II will build directly on these successes by adding a human crew, introducing the complexities of human factors, life support systems, and emergency protocols into the deep space environment. This mission is designed to validate the human-rated aspects of the Orion capsule, ensuring it can safely transport astronauts to and from lunar orbit. The ultimate goal of the program is Artemis III, which aims to land the first woman and first person of color on the Moon's south pole, a region believed to contain significant reserves of water ice, crucial for future lunar bases and resource utilization. This sustained lunar presence is intended to serve as a proving ground and stepping stone for future human missions to Mars, utilizing the Moon as a testbed for advanced technologies, long-duration habitation, and in-situ resource utilization required for interplanetary travel. The program represents a multi-decade commitment to expanding human exploration beyond Earth, fostering international collaboration and scientific discovery. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson has consistently emphasized the profound importance of Artemis II as a crucial step towards sustained lunar exploration and eventual human missions to Mars. He stated that the mission will prove the capabilities of our Orion spacecraft and the Space Launch System, ensuring the safety and confidence of our astronauts as we prepare for future lunar landings and beyond. The four-person crew, including Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, mission specialist Christina Koch, and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, have been undergoing extensive and rigorous training for over a year at various NASA facilities, including the Johnson Space Center in Houston. Their preparation includes simulations of launch, orbital maneuvers, re-entry, and emergency procedures, often conducted in full mission dress rehearsals. Glover, who will be the first African American to orbit the Moon, remarked on the historical significance of the mission, stating, "This is not just a test flight, it's a journey for humanity, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and inspiring the next generation of explorers." Koch, who will be the first woman assigned to a lunar mission, highlighted the scientific opportunities, noting, "We'll be gathering invaluable data that will inform how we live and work on the Moon and eventually Mars, contributing to a deeper understanding of our solar system and the effects of deep space on the human body." The Canadian Space Agency has also expressed immense pride in Hansen's participation, underscoring the vital role of international collaboration in advancing global space exploration efforts and sharing the risks and rewards of such ambitious endeavors. Experts from the aerospace industry have lauded NASA's methodical approach, emphasizing the necessity of crewed test flights before attempting a lunar landing, particularly given the new technologies involved. Preparations for the Artemis II mission are intensifying at Kennedy Space Center, with the Orion spacecraft currently undergoing final outfitting, integration of its crew systems, and comprehensive testing within the multi-payload processing facility. The SLS core stage and solid rocket boosters are being assembled in the iconic vehicle assembly building, where they will eventually be stacked with the Orion capsule. The crew continues rigorous training, including advanced simulations of various mission phases, emergency abort scenarios, and spacewalk preparations. Although no spacewalks are planned for Artemis II itself, this training ensures they are proficient in operating the Orion spacecraft and responding to any unforeseen challenges during their deep space journey. NASA is also actively working on the development of the Human Landing System, HLS, for Artemis III, with SpaceX's Starship selected as the primary lunar lander. The agency anticipates a series of uncrewed test flights for Starship, including orbital and lunar landing demonstrations, before it is certified for crewed lunar landings. Following Artemis II, the Artemis III mission is currently projected for late 2026, aiming for a lunar landing near the Moon's south pole. The Artemis program plans to conduct annual crewed missions to the Moon after Artemis III, establishing a sustainable lunar base, known as the Artemis Base Camp, and developing advanced technologies for eventual human transit to Mars. The next major milestone for Artemis II will be the stacking of the Orion spacecraft atop the SLS rocket in early 2025.